During his marriage to Miranda Lambert, Blake Shelton went through a great deal of emotional turmoil, which he discussed in a candid revelation that has caused a great deal of surprise in the country music community. He admitted that even as their relationship was falling apart, he couldn't get over her. The couple, who was once lauded as the golden marriage of country music, mesmerized fans with their undeniable chemistry and shared passion for music. Their divorce, in 2015, on the other hand, had a lot of people wondering what had gone on in their relationship. A brutally honest glimpse into the intricacies of their love story is provided by Shelton's latest observations, which illuminate the agony that characterized their final days together. The couple began their relationship in 2005 when they were together for the first time to sing a duet at the CMT 100 Greatest Duets concert. Despite the fact that Shelton was married to his first wife, Ket Dern. At the time, the two immediately sparked a romantic relationship. Shelton shared his thoughts in an interview, stating, "I knew right then, when asked to recollect the moment he first encountered Lambert, I was drawn to her because there was something about her that was so magnetic." Their relationship was electric, stemming from a mutual love of country music and a down-to-earth Southern charm that connected with their followers. In 2010, Shelton made a proposal, and in 2011, the pair exchanged their vows in a country-style ceremony in Texas. Lambert's attire for the occasion included a camouflage wedding dress and cowboy boots. For a period of time, it appeared as though they were unstoppable. Both were at the pinnacle of their respective careers, with Shelton gaining popularity as a coach on The Voice and Lambert receiving critical acclaim for albums such as Revolution and For the Record. They worked together to write songs. They provided assistance to one another throughout their travels, and they portrayed an image of a flawless team. Behind the scenes, on the other hand, fractures were beginning to appear. It is clear from Shelton's recent comments that he is a man who was once in love, but is now having difficulty coping with the pressures of fame, clashing schedules, and personal differences. Shelton revealed during a candid interview that he had been unable to get over her. "I was still so preoccupied with her that even during the times when things were breaking down, and I did not even realize it. Miranda has this fire, this intensity that draws you and me in, was completely captivated," he describes. A man who is dealing with a passionate love that provided support for him but also took over his life. Shelton found himself irresistibly drawn to Lambert, who was a woman of remarkable independence and unwavering self-assurance. She was a force of nature, and Shelton was unable to extricate himself from her circle even as the foundations of their marriage began to crumble. The relationship of the two people were beset by difficulties that are commonly experienced in high-profile romantic partnerships. Due to the fact that their occupations were so demanding, they frequently did not see each other, with Shelton filming The Voice in Los Angeles, while Lambert was either touring or working on her music in Nashville. The tabloids were rife with rumors of infidelity and conflicting priorities, but the two stars in question rejected the more scandalous allegations. According to Shelton, people do not understand this. There was no major controversy involved in this situation. It was about two people who were attempting to make it work, but who came to the realization that we were pulling in opposite directions. Lambert expressed a similar attitude in her own interviews. She described the divorce as a decision made by parties out of love and respect, but one that was unbelievably painful. The emotional burden that Shelton's breakup brought about is brought into sharp focus by his disclosure. "I look at her and think to myself, how on earth am I supposed to get over This, he said, she was the most important thing to me in the world, but we were destroying each other as we struggled to stay together. In July, in 2015, the couple's marriage was officially dissolved by divorce, which had been initiated 4 years prior to their wedding. The statement came as a shock to many who had perceived them as the very embodiment of romance in country music. The breakup was amicable on paper, but recent comments made by Shelton indicated that the situation was much more emotionally painful than the general public had imagined. After the events, both of the artists that are suffering into their musical compositions. Lambert released a double album in 2016, titled The Weight of These Wings, which is generally considered to be her breakup album. The tracks Tin Manet, which included songs like She's Got Away, with words which many people took as a pointed commentary on his failing marriage. Music was the only way that I could deal with it, Shelton confessed. Every single song was like drawing blood from my very soul. Despite the fact that they are suffering, Shelton and Lambert have continued to show each other a great deal of respect. They have refrained from publicly feuding with each other and have expressed positive sentiments about one another in interviews. Miranda is one of the most talented people I have ever met, Shelton stated. I will always support her in everything she does. Lambert has also voiced her appreciation for Shelton, recognizing the history they have in common while stressing the importance of her personal growth and progress. She made the following statement at one point in time. We were both inexperienced, we were both full of passion, and we were both trying to figure things out. At times, love is not enough, but that does not imply that it was not genuine. Shelton found happiness with Gwen Stefani, whom he met on The Voice shortly after his divorce. His reflections arrived at the same time that he was experiencing this newfound happiness. Shelton and Stefani tied the knot in the year 2021, and Shelton has been candid about the ways in which Stefani has assisted him in his recovery. Gwen arrived at the worst possible time in my life, he explained. She demonstrated to me what it feels like to fall in love again. His latest remarks regarding Lambert indicate that his first love left a lasting impression on him. He confessed, "There's a part of me that will always be curious about what might have been. On the other hand, I needed to recover my sense of self by letting go the years that have elapsed." Since Lambert's divorce has been a journey of self-discovery for Lambert. Her musical career, her collaboration with Pistol Annies, and her marriage to Brendan McLaughlin, who is an officer for the New York City Police Department, are the things that she is concentrating on the most. Lambert stated in a recent interview, "I'm in a good place now. However, that does not eliminate what has occurred. I am unable to separate it from myself." Her capacity to persevere and her desire to accept vulnerability have won her the affection of her followers, who view her as a representation of fortitude in the midst of grief. The story of Shelton and Lambert serves as a warning that even the most intense love stories can fail to withstand the burdens imposed by the hardships of life. Their marriage was a tumultuous affair characterized by extreme highs and lows, driven by a bond that was every bit as passionate as it was unstable. The fact that Shelton confessed that he couldn't get over Lambert demonstrates the intensity of